Hi, I'm Martha Baker, and I'm here today to show you how to make some hospital masks that they are in need of right now at the hospitals. The ones that I'm showing you have the pockets in the back of them, so that you can put the filters in them, so they can help protect them against viruses and bacteria. And so they also have strings instead of elastic, so they tie on them. They'll fit everybody, no matter what size head you have. And they also they say are more comfortable than the elastic also. The material that I use for this mask is called a batik. A batik is a fabric that is a tightly woven, it's the tightest woven cotton you can get. It has the same print on front and back, so you can't tell what size is the front and the back. But for this video purposes, I'm using regular cotton so you can see the front and back and be able to see what I'm doing on it. If that's all you have, then use it. But if you have batik, that's better to use. Or if you have like old top sheets that have the tight woven, those are also good to use. The dimensions that you need for this face mask is that you need a rectangle cut in a 9 by 14 inch rectangle, and then you need 2 long strips of fabric cut selvage to selvage, and the selvage is the white part on each end is the selvage if you don't know what that is. But if you cut selvage to selvage, it's 40 inches, and you're going to cut 2 of them at 1.5 inches by selvage to selvage. And then you're going, after you cut them, you're going to iron them. You're going to fold it where we have it. You're going to have it where you're going to fold it into together so your seams are matching in the middle. You're going to iron it all the way down, and then you're going to fold it over again and iron it. And then after you do that with both strips, you're going to go and sew a line all the way down to hold it together to be your ties. So let me show you how to do that. I like to put it a little bit past the foot so that your machine doesn't eat the fabric because it's such a skinny piece. So I'll go back after I sew it and sew the end that's sticking out. You're going to stop about 1/4 inch from the end. Raise your foot with your needle down and turn it, and then you're going to do some back stitching sideways to keep it from unraveling. And then, like I said, we're going to now go back to the other end that's not sewn yet. And we're going to put it in here and do the same thing. Finish sewing it to the end and then do the back stitch. So now we have 2 long strands that are sewn together and ready to go. But we need 4 strands for the mask. So you're going to take them and cut it in half. So instead of being 40 inches long, they're 20 inches long. By doing this, you have a raw edge that doesn't have back stitching, and then you got the edge that's finished with the back stitching. The raw edge is the side that you're going to put inside the mask when we get to that point. So we're going to take these and put them aside now that they are done. And you're going to pick up your 9 by 14 rectangle. Having the wrong side up, you're going to fold it over 2 times on the skinny side, the 9-inch side, and we're going to sew it down to make a seam. And you do not need to back stitch this part. As you can see, I didn't measure anything. I just eyeball about 1/2 inch when I fold it down, but it just needs to be a clean edge. You want to do the hem fold under so that when you wash it, it doesn't unravel. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Once you do that, you're going to lay it down and you're going to make the envelope. You're going to fold it up to where you have the wrong side facing out, and then you're going to take the top and you're going to fold it down to where like you have an envelope like that you are mailing. And then you're going to take your strands that you cut in half, get the side that's not sewn, your raw side, and you're going to stick it in the top of the envelope, sorry, going the wrong direction, with the strands going inside and a little bit, about a 1/4 inch sticking out, and you're going to pin it down. You're going to do the same thing on the bottom half also. I kind of mark it with my finger where the bottom is so I can open it up, stick the string in, and then close it back up. There. And then you're going to pin it in. So when you sew it, you have the top on top, but it's covering the bottom half of the flap. And we're going to sew, we're going to back stitch here about 2 times, and then you're going to back stitch here 2 times, but you sew all the way across. So you're going to back stitch here, sew down, then back stitch here, and then you're going to cut your thread. You're going to take the strings and just kind of pull them out of the way now. And you're going to do the same thing that you did on the other side on this side with your other 2 strings. Once you got both sides sewn with your strings hanging out, you're going to go and turn it to where the right side is out. Use your strings to pull the corners. The final step you're going to do is you're going to put in 2 1/4 inch pleats where you fold it like a fan and then pin it and then fold it like a fan and pin it. And I find that 2 pleats is plenty. If you wanted to put a 3rd one in, you can, but it really, 2 or 3 pleats, whatever you want to do. Then you're going to pin the other side, and you want to make sure that your pleats are going the same direction. You don't want them being opposite, so make sure you pull it and make sure your pleats are going in the same direction. Another important part of this is where you start your pleats. You want it right below the envelope seam. You don't want all that bulky when you're trying to sew to be in the envelope. So you have it pinned and you got your pleats going the same direction. You're going to back stitch, start here at either end, you're going to back stitch and then you're going to sew all the way around the mask and then back stitch there at the end. So let me show you. And there you have your mask. It has the envelope in the back that you can put your filter in. And then it has the strings that you can put on your face and tie at the top and tie at the bottom. You can fan it to cover your nose and your mouth, and you have your face mask. I hope y'all enjoy the tutorial, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at marthabaker@marthasquilting.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you.